What is up my dudes, it's All Fun and James Zero, and today I'm going to show you how to make fat stacks in Interchange, with the possibility of getting your grubby mitts on a coveted GPU. So as many of you may be aware, the price of Bitcoin IRL is higher than Charlie Sheen in 2011.
Well, you borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it. Unplug this bastard, yeah.
What's that got to do with making money in Tarkov though? Well, the more astute amongst you have probably noticed that the price of Bitcoin in Tarkov is directly linked to the price of Bitcoin in real life. Yes, it really is. In turn, this has meant that people are in a mad scramble to get those Bitcoin farms up and running. This means that computer components like CPU fans, PCBs, RAM sticks, and of course GPUs are at an all-time high on the Tarkov flea market. CPU fans, PCBs, and RAM sticks are sitting at a pretty 30k each, but can easily spike to as much as 50k per item depending on the time of day. Of course, that absolutely pales in comparison to the 1.2 million ruble going price for GPUs these days. If you find one of those bad boys, you can quit your day job as a pocket rifling scav and upgrade yourself to a slick wearing, HK carrying Giga Chad. Until you get head iced by a Terminator scav, of course. So with that out of the way, let's get down to the nitty gritty, the route itself. If you've watched any of my other guides, link in the top right corner, you'll have probably noticed an emerging theme. I like them simple and as low risk as possible. There are other high value areas in Interchange, but honestly, if you do this run, you're almost guaranteed to come out with a full bag of high value items without having to traipse around the entire mall. So here we have the Interchange map from Map Genie. So I'm going to mark the railway exfil in the top left. I'm going to mark the Emicom exfil in the bottom right, and I'm going to mark the power station in the top right just for orientation. So in the following video, I start along the left, coming into the main entrance of Ollie. I go up to Texo and Rasmussen to check the Tetriz and GPU spawns. I do that as a priority, and I would only probably do that if I was the first person there, because they are highly contested and you will likely bump into someone. But then if you're not afraid of that, it's not a big deal. After going to those two shops, I come back into Ollie and I go down the left side to search all of the PC blocks within the offices near the front entrance of Ollie. I then move along the shop floor. I stop along some of the shelves as there are technical spawns, as you will see. I then go to the back offices of Ollie and search the computers there. Once I have then searched those computers, I then go along the top and up into the space between Goshan and Ollie and search the computers there. And then once I have searched those computers, I double back on myself, head out the back of Ollie and head for Emicom Extract. Now this one is definitely simple, but it's not necessarily low risk. Despite what my mum tells me, I'm not a special snowflake, and I'm definitely not the first person to recognise the insane money that can be made from GPUs and other PC parts in Tarkov. Unfortunately, that means that some parts of this route are likely to be contested, and if you're not a fan of PvP and you're not confident you'll be the first one there, you may want to avoid them. But for those of you who don't piss their pants at the first sound of gunfire, you'll find that it's not too bad and you don't have to deviate far from the safe part of the route to check the GPU spawn before scurrying back to the relative safety of the quieter parts of the mall. All in all, you can loot as many as 27 PCs on this route, as well as the potential for Tetris and GPU spawns in Rasmussen and Texo. That means, on average, just from looting the PCs, you should get a GPU once every 4 times that you do this run. But anyway, I think that's enough talking from me, so I'm going to let in-game James take the reins with some help of some copyright-free music. For those of you who have made it this far, let me know down in the comments below what you think of this run and what runs you do to make big money in Escape from Tarkov. So there we have it, a pretty straightforward run that can bag you tons of money in today's Tarkov economy. I've been All Fun and James Zero, and thank you for watching.